Mhm. Hey everyone, it's great to be chatting with you today.
My name's Kat Castañeda. My pronouns are she, her. I'm the co-founder of Equity Grounded Coaching, and I'm also the co-trainer. I'll share more about myself sort of as the training goes on. So I'll stop there with my introduction. And Sam's going to give you just like a brief overview of what to expect in the training, and then I'll talk a little bit about experiences folks have had engaging in the training.
I'm Sam Garman. My pronouns are he, him. I am an ICF certified coach and also one of the co-founders of Equity Grounded Coaching. And together, Kat and I imagined Equity Grounded Coaching as a practice of acknowledging and addressing the ways in which the dynamics of power and privilege and then implicit bias play out in our coaching work. And our ultimate goal is reducing harm and strengthening interdependent relationships with those we coach. We come from the perspective of recognizing that this is a journey and not a destination. We'll be doing this work all our lives. And we recognize that none of us stand outside or above the oppressive systems. So the work has to begin with us. So we really ground in cultural humility and interdependent relationships, and we'll dig into that all a lot more in the training.
Thank you, Sam. You know, from what I have gathered from folks I've talked to in your organization, folks are working really hard and there's fatigue sort of in all life domains. And we're all seeing that across the country in this field. And so when we thought about like, how do we design this particular training, we really had in mind, like, how do we create a space for people to slow down and tend to equity work in community with other people in a way that feels nourishing rather than draining, which I think is sort of like a collective feeling we have, the drain. So this is part of why we created this training, and we don't have a lot of like pre and post work or a lot of didactic sort of like lecturing. It really is about like, how do we slow down in community together, engage in, breakout groups, small group discussion, large group discussion, a lot of self-reflection, really with the idea that we're starting with ourselves in this process. And that to do that self-work, we also need other people to sort of, not to be an audience to it, but to sort of help us in our sort of personal reflection process. And the other thing we wanted to name is that, the last module is really focused on hope and joy, and not in a way that is sort of upholding like toxic positivity that, we need to come to work and have this positive energy that doesn't feel authentic, but more so that there are these really authentic pockets of hope and joy in all of our work, and trying to figure out how to like uplift and unearth that and hold it and grow it, so that we can return to work with that sort of energy. So we love doing this work. It's been really fun. We're still sort of like in the beginning of the journey as a training. And the feedback that we've gotten from folks has really been, a lot of it has been around like what it means to actually slow down. Like the pace of the training is intentionally slow, not in a boring way, but slower, sort of not rushing through, like uplifting the process over the content, I think is what I'm trying to say. And so folks left feeling like, oh, I can slow down and things can still happen, and that's possible. And when I do slow down, I'm able to access myself in such a way that I can do this work with more integrity, not only in relationships to the people that I'm serving, but in relationship to myself. So I would say that's like the overarching feedback that we've gotten that we feel really excited about. So we're not going to sort of do a lot more talking because we're just sort of sparking interest with this and hoping that this is compelling and that you join us.
Yep. We really hope to meet you all soon.
Thank you.